At over 8,000 feet in elevation, Mount Pinos is a wonderful place to go hiking, especially on a hot summer day. The trail is roughly 2 miles each way, and it's actually a road, so it's very easy to hike.
In the winter, this is a cross-country ski trail at very, very high elevation, 8,345 feet to be exact.
This hike is 2 miles each way, and it goes to Mount Pinos summit.
For scale, you see the size of these tree trunks.
This is a ponderosa pine, and when you sniff it, it smells like butterscotch to me.
Coming to you from Mount Pinos Television, Channel 4 on our big screen TV, low tech.
So here is a camping hack for you. You see these pine cones? They make for fantastic fire starters. David is calling this the Avenue of the Giants. There are some enormous outcroppings of rock here.
We are hiking up to Mount Pinos, which is Spanish for Pine Mountain. And it's 8,800 feet at the peak or something like that. And it's a Forest Service road, so the hike is really easy. You can definitely do it in sneakers. Any time of the year is pretty good. Even in the summer, it's cooler up here. Probably in the 70s, where it's in the 90s down the valley.
We've been walking through the forest this entire time, and now, suddenly, we're seeing more open spaces. Make sure you bring plenty of water. It's not that this hike is very long, it's that it's very dry up here. Look at the scope of this fallen tree. Counting rings?
160 years. There's narrow rings and broad rings. And you can tell from the broad rings when there was a lot of water. The narrow rings are when there was more drought. So there's a record of the weather all through history. And you can tell that these massive trees don't have deep roots, maybe 1.5 feet. Amazing that they stay up.
This is the last part of the hike. Up there is the summit. This is something I use to help with my vagus nerve. I have an underfunctioning one, and that means when I hike uphill, I end up with very elevated heart rate, and I'm breathing way too quickly. And by exhaling into this thing, I slow my heart rate and my breathing down. It really does work. If you struggle with that like I do, try a whistle. It helps. Yeah, you can't play music with it though. You can see all the way into the Central Valley from up there. We ran into a young woman hiker who told us that she was turning back because she had run into a black bear and it really spooked her. I can't blame her. I would turn back too.
We're at the top of Mount Pinos, otherwise known as Pine Mountain in English. This is Wendy's first big peak, 8,800 feet, and so she gets to notch that one in her belt. I'm very proud of her for making it all the way up here. And there's something about high elevation that just clears your mind.
Okay, I want to be honest with you. We only gained about 500 to 600 feet in elevation. We did not start at sea level. Nonetheless, it's not easy to hike at that elevation because the air is thin. So it was a challenge, but it was a beautiful, beautiful hike. And I'm always on the lookout for the beauty of nature. And if you look, you'll find it everywhere. The bumblebees were pretty happy, but I can only imagine what it's like for them in the spring. They say if you're lucky, you can see a condor up here. Just a short way along the PinosMt trail, there's a little table you can sit on, and the views are spectacular. We met a fellow hiker, Marianne, on the trail, and she was so much fun. I'm always sad to see things like this. Please don't do it.
All right, we made it to the end. Yay!
It was a very good hike. I would recommend this hike for just about anyone.
Thanks for coming along. We will see you on the next adventure.